The great part about the Canon C70 is, unlike its older brothers, the C200 and the C300, it's a bit more compact and you can basically run with this thing straight out of the box. Now, obviously you'll need a lens and the right speed memory card, but you get what I'm saying. Now, as compact as this camera is, it's always a great idea to maximize the capability of the camera, which means more than likely you're gonna have to build a camera rig for it. And that's exactly what this video is about today. I'm gonna show you guys my $1,500 camera rig, but before we get to that, I gotta rearrange a couple things real quick, so I'll be right back.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
All the products in these videos will be linked in the description below, most of which came from Amazon, and I am an Amazon affiliate, so if you click one of these links and you buy a product, just know you're helping the channel. Just thought I should put that out there. Okay, back to the video. Okay, we're back. We're all situated. I got my second angle right here so you guys can see all the equipment laid out on the table. And before we get into this build, I do want to say that none of this equipment that I'm using to build this rig is going to improve the picture on your camera. It's just for the purpose of maximizing the use of your camera and to also look kind of cool, let's be honest here. Also, this Rode NTG4 Plus mic along with the Atmos Ninja 5, the monitor. I've had both of these for a little over a year now, but I'm still factoring this into the price because at the end of the day, it's still going into this build. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna start off with this Smallrig base plate right here. This base plate right here. We're gonna mount this to the bottom of the camera. As you can see, it has two little holes right here. I'll show you guys what those are for here in a second, but let's go ahead and put this on the bottom of the camera. I'm gonna mount it right there and start screwing it in just a little bit. And I have my little screwdriver right here. It's really dirty from when we were renovating our bathroom, but I'm gonna go ahead and screw that in as tight as possible. And then we have that mounted to the bottom of the camera, just like that, really easy. Now we're gonna take these two 12-inch Smallrig carbon fiber rods and stick them into the base plate one at a time. So I'm gonna put one through here. I'm gonna tighten it up, and I like to leave some space on the back because we are going to mount some things on the back. And I also want to make sure they're even, so that looks about even right there. Go ahead and tighten it up, and now we have our rods on the base plate. Put it on this camera here, just like that. So sometimes when you're out on a long shoot, one battery just isn't enough. And what helps is having a power supply. And that's exactly what this is. This is the newer V-mount battery that I'm going to be mounting onto the back of the camera. But in order to do that, I also need a plate. This is the V-lock plate that we're going to mount it onto. I'm gonna put that there so you can see it a little better. And with these two holes, I'm gonna mount it to the carbon fiber rods that are on the base plate. So what we're gonna go ahead and do, go ahead and line it up, slide these two onto the rods, push it in just a little bit, and I'm going to tighten them. Just want to leave a little room right here just in case I want to mount something else to it eventually. And then from there, you take your V-mount battery, line this V up with the V right here, slide it on down, just like that, and it's locked in. So now you have your V-mount battery mounted to your rig. Now all that stuff to power your camera, you take this end, the D-tap, and plug it into your V-mount battery, and you take this end and plug it into your DC input, and then you have power. So let's go ahead and do that. Going to plug the D-tap in right here, unplug that, just like this, and then from there, I'm gonna plug this into the DC in, and now we should have power. All right, so far this is what the rig looks like, but we still gotta mount a couple other things to it. Now the C70 does come with this top handle right here, but if I'm gonna be 100% honest with you guys, I hate it. I'm not a huge fan. One, it's pretty ugly, and two, if I wanted to mount my monitor to the hot shoe right here and my Rode NTG mic, there's simply not enough room to do that. So I'll probably never use this thing again. So what is the alternative? Well, I'll show you. It is this Smallrig handle right here, accompanied by the plate. I'll show you guys on this camera too. Here is the handle, here is the plate. The plate mounts onto the hot shoe of the camera, and the handle mounts onto the plate. So we're gonna go ahead and screw this plate onto the hot shoe of the camera right now. I'm gonna take this, gonna line it up with the screw in the hot shoe, take the Allen key and screw it down and make sure it's tight, just like that. And then we're going to take the handle and screw it into the plate. And again, make sure it's lined up and tight. Come on. Why am I struggling with this? There we go. All right, so now we got it in, it's pretty secure. And now we have the top handle mounted onto the rig. From here, I want to mount my Atomos Ninja 5 onto the hot shoe of my handle grip. And in order to do that, I'm going to be using yet another Smallrig product. This is the monitor mount. This top portion is going to screw into the bottom of the monitor while the cold shoe goes onto the hot shoe of the handle. So let's go ahead and screw it into the monitor just like this. Make sure we get it nice and tight, just like that. And then from there, we mount it onto the hot shoe, which is, again, really easy, self-explanatory, and tighten it down onto the handle. And now we have our monitor mounted onto the handle. I gotta flip this around real quick, hold on. Okay, there. Now what we're going to do, we're going to take this HDMI cord that I pulled off my Nintendo Switch because I couldn't find my other one, and we're gonna run it from the monitor to the camera just like this. So it's plugged into the monitor. You find the HDMI port on your C70 and you plug it in just like that. So now we're all squared away with the monitor on the rig. The final thing that I will be adding to this rig is my Rode NTG4 Plus, and I'm going to be doing that via yet another Smallrig product. This is the Smallrig microphone holder. It's kind of like a shock mount because it kind of bends like this. And what I noticed when I put it on initially is that it does cause the mic to droop a little bit, but as long as it doesn't get in my shot, I'm completely fine with it. So let's go ahead and put this on the microphone like so. And we're going to screw it in, make sure it's nice and tight and secure, which takes a couple spins. All right, still going, still going, still going, and we're good. And finally, we're going to put this onto the hot shoe on the plate that the handle is also on, the top handle. And we're going to screw it down. Again, make sure it's tight. And the final piece, this little cord right here, this little cord is an XLR to mini XLR. I'm going to plug the big portion into the mic like so. And then the mini portion goes into the camera like that. And boom. So the mic will be powered by the camera and the camera powered by the V-mount battery, but this is it. This is the rig right here. This is the completed version. This is what I'll be running and gunning with. So this looks pretty good. Now, if I wanted to run and gun with this, I would probably remove the D-tap batteries along with the rod and just use the BP A30 battery. Or if I was like filming an interview or something like that, or a YouTube talking portion, I would keep this entire thing and just mount it onto a tripod. But again, this works for me. I'm gonna go ahead and throw it back to where I was sitting earlier. So that pretty much does it for this video, guys. But before I get out of here, I do have a couple questions. The first one being, have you built your own camera rig? And if you did, how did you build it? Let me know down in the comments below. And also, what do you think of my camera rig? Is there anything I could add to it or anything I could subtract to it? Again, I would love to know, so let me know down in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. My name is Tristan Irvin, and I upload videos weekly. Also, hit the bell notification so when I do upload a video, you get notified. Follow me on social media, and I think I'm gonna close this video out Peter McKinnon style. So I'm out of here, guys. Peace.